Howdy. With this video, I want to go over an essay, show you how I grade essays, and maybe a little bit of the philosophy behind grading them. When I grade your essays, basically I pull them up and put them in Word and click on track changes. That's why all my commentary is in red. And then I start marking up the essay, seeing wherever I'm seeing some concerns there. What you'll start seeing if you have recurring errors. You're going to see that I use the autocorrect function to make grading go a little bit faster. So I don't have to type in every little comment every single time. So like if you have problems with comma splices, I just got it set so I can do some autocorrect functions there. Sometimes if you see something just highlighted, like the word it, I assume when I say don't put the word it in your essay and you use the word it, you can kind of go, oh, I guess I better stop that. And I just kind of work my way through the essay and start noticing errors. And hopefully noting some good things too along the way. Though generally I tend to write down the errors more than the good things, unfortunately, because we're here to improve our writing, right? Then I get to the bottom, and generally after the works citus page, I go to a new page, and I will take the grading sheet and copy and paste it into your essay. And then complete that grading sheet to get to your grade. And the way I do that is, one, you get a basic writing grade. Sorry if there's some sounds the dishwasher's going. For the basic writing grade, I divided it into two categories. One's organization, development, sense of example, and later on use of quotes. And then I also separated it in English, because sometimes you can get a really well-written essay where the English is good, but they don't really say much. And sometimes you get a really thoughtful, insightful essay, but there's some grammar errors, sentence structure errors, patterns of errors. So I kind of want to separate those out so we can kind of assign kind of different criteria to them. But you'll get some commentary down here. You'll start seeing some highlighting. This is just where I'm seeing concerns within the essay. If the conclusion is not very good or it's repeating what you've already said in the essay, probably end up highlighting that. And I might start pointing out some sentence structure errors. If I'm highlighting things, that's where I'm kind of seeing, that's where you're starting to lose points, right? And if I start highlighting things within the body of the essay, those are patterns of errors. And I'm kind of asking you, do you understand what I'm writing? Do you know what a fragment is? How to correct that within your writing. And basically what I do is I grade holistically. I look at the whole essay and assign it a letter grade and convert that to a number grade. At least that's what I do in my mind. And and there's different ways to grade. I prefer this way. The other way is to assign like 5 points off for every comma splice, 2 points off for every period, missed period or comma or something like that. That gets very tedious, and sometimes otherwise fairly good essay just gets killed because of my recurring errors sometimes in the English. And to me, that's not very fair. So this is kind of how I do it. Hopefully the commentary down here justifies the grade I'm assigning it. That's kind of the idea there. So you'll get that grade range there. And I convert that using a chart to a number. So that's going to be 85% or close to it. I'm not done grading once I do that. I also have to come down here and do the editing required elements grade and the rough draft and peer review grade. Later on, there'll be a documentation grade. Kind of took care of documentation up here a little bit. Later on, it's going to be its own grade as we get into the longer essays. So if you just paper's riddled with the use of the word it, I'll take a point off up to 5. If you have a wrong word or misspelled words, I'll take a point off for each one, and I'll count for that there. And hopefully they participated in the peer review and rough draft process. And to get your final grade, I add up all 3 grades. It's going to be 61 out of 75, right? 52, yep. And then I have to get my handy dandy calculator to figure that I can't do that in my head. Well, that's going to be an 81%. As you receive graded stuff, make sure you check my math. You can kind of see I like to do it in my head to keep myself kind of sharp with the math. But, hopefully I don't make mistakes there, but just double check, make sure. That's kind of how it works. You get that basic writing grade, which is going to always be the bulk of the grade. Then you get some more objective grading, documentation, editing required elements. Usually those are either right or wrong, right? Add up through all 3 grades, that's where we get the one at the bottom. Of course, if you ever have a question about grading, be sure and let me know. I do make mistakes once in a while. I try not to, but Sometimes I'll miss something, or I'll not see a punctuation, or I'll mislabel something. But if they ever have a question, if I'm highlighting things within the essay and you're not quite understanding what it is the problem is, definitely be sure to contact me and say, okay, keep writing. You keep commenting on fragments in my essay. Can you give me a little more information about what that is? I'm happy to do that. You can Google it, but sometimes it's good to ask the teacher as well. But if you have any questions about the grading, be sure to let me know, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.